I'm taking them to school today. So they're usually not with me on Tuesday mornings, but I told them this is a historic time for space and for space exploration. So they're interested in that for sure.
Even I have invited some of our oldest student, Anas. I have invited. He will be
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure people will pop in as they're ready. So here is our tongue twister, just to get our speaking voices ready. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight. That's a tough one.
Can I read?
Yes, Manav.
Can I read?
Yes.
No need to light a night light on a night like tonight.
Shivansh, do you want to try?
Yes, ma'am. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight.
So you can see the pole with the spheres on top, with the circular spheres. That's a night light, using those T's at the end. So practice saying light with a crisp T. Light. You want to try that? Light. And just put a T at the end and say night.
Night.
And then say tonight.
Tonight.
So I'll do it this time. I don't know, it doesn't work very well to do it together, but I'll say it one more time. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight.
Yes, say once.
Somebody else want? Ma'am Lisa, do you want to say it?
Okay, I tried it yesterday and it was hard.
It is.
No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight.
Wow.
Very good. One of the things I know from singing is that oftentimes we forget to use that consonant on the end, even those of us that are native English speakers. So to enunciate more clearly, we sometimes want to remember that ending consonant, in this case, a T, light, night, tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Welcome, Sajid. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about India's moon landing. It's such an exciting time in your country. I can't wait to hear your stories about it. So let's go to the next slide. And I've got some words for you that we're going to be using in this particular slideshow. The first is a mission. And it's an event where planning space flights makes new achievements such as moon landings possible. So it's that event. It's a moon mission. And next is polar regions. How about, who would like to read about polar regions? Shivansh, do you want to read what a polar region is?
Yes, ma'am. The uppermost and the lowermost part of the moon when are required environment.
Unique environment.
Yeah, and that was one of our words from the other day. We were talking about things that are unique. And I think it was when we were talking about the cars, the self-driving cars. So something that stands out because it's different. And so the polar regions are different than the equatorial region. So who would like to read about the equator?
Ma'am, can I please?
Manav, please.
Equator lines. The equator runs around the middle of the moon with the same distance from both of the poles, just as it is on Earth.
So we think about India, it's closer to the equator than where Ma'am Lisa and I live. We live kind of between the North Pole and the equator. So, but we're going to be talking about the equatorial regions. It sounds like that word equal, like when you're doing a math problem. But equatorial is how we'd say it in American. So let's go to the next slide. And this is the word lunar. Who would like to read about the definition for the word lunar? Let's someone that has not. Yes, Sajid.
Yeah.
Lunar. Relating to the moon, the adjective lunar is used before a noun. For example, the lunar surface.
Yeah, and you can see the lunar surface there, kind of in the cartoon. John, do you want to get hooked up on the, I'm going to talk, excuse me, I'm going to take a side and get my grandson on Zoom. So who would like to read about NASA? Can you say NASA? I think Shivansh, it might be your turn.
National
Aeronautics.
Aeronautics.
Aeronautics and Space Administration responsible for a space exploration
Exploration.
in the USA.
Exploration.
Exploration in the USA.
Okay. So in India, do you have a special name for the space program, like
ISRO.
that
ISRO.
administer?
We have
What's
ISRO.
it called? Okay, so
ISRO,
okay.
yeah.
ISRO. Okay. So it's equivalent to that.
Yeah, equivalent
Okay,
to NASA, yes.
yeah, let's go to the next slide. And who would like to read
I'm
that?
married.
Sartak, you're here now. Would you like to read that? And ma'am, Lisa, can you take over for a minute? I'm going to get my grandsons.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, please.
The Chandrayaan 3 mission makes India the first country to reach the lunar South Polar region.
What's that word again? Chandrayaan?
Yeah, Chandrayaan.
It's the name of the spacecraft.
Chandrayaan 3.
I wasn't sure how to pronounce that myself. So in India, did most people watch this on TV when this happened?
Yes, we watched. Even in our school, it was displayed on a very big screen. All the students, the entire staff, everybody watched that.
Okay, so you
Very
get your phone,
exciting.
I can get you.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
And then if you want to, John, if you want
Joe entered.
into that room so that you know your talking won't interfere. And you, if you get yours, please. No, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he joined. He joined.
Sir, you can go to the next one.
Okay.
And sir, did you get a request from someone named John? to
Yeah.
join?
Already I have taken him in. He has
okay,
joined.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah.
This is my grandson, John.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, John. What grade is John in this year? John, what grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade.
Oh, nice.
So he's 12.
Oh.
John, I just meant, go ahead, and how about we have,
How about if Shivansh reads?
okay.
Yes, ma'am. India has become the fourth country to achieve a soft lunar landing following Russia, the US, and the China.
Great. So you see the word lunar that's in bold type?
Yeah.
That is, whenever you see that, that's always going to be referring to the moon. Lunar. So it's a landing on the moon. Okay. Next one. Ma'am Sue, you want to take over?
Why don't you be the one that calls on people? But I would love it. I'm not sure who's next.
Sartak, probably.
Yeah, Sarthak.
615 crore 41 days to the moon, one soft landing.
Pretty incredible. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. Who's ready?
Sajad?
Sajjad.
Sajad. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Sajad. Okay.
What made this moon landing especially difficult? While there have been several moon landings in the past, Chandrayaan 3 is the first to have landed on the south pole of the moon. Attempted landings on the moon have failed before. Russia's Lunar 25 craft had been scheduled to land on the south pole a few days earlier, but spun out of control and crashed. The South Pole, far from the equatorial region, targeted by the previous mission, including the Apollo landings by the USA, is full of craters and deep trenches.
Nice job. Let's go to the next slide.
Does
Wow.
John want to read any of them?
Yeah, John, do you want to read this one?
Sure. Students watching live footage of the moon's mission.
So I have a question for you. Did your school watch the moon mission?
No, I don't think.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so I'm
ma'am.
gonna put John in a different room because I'm hearing an echo.
Okay.
But go ahead and talk about it. I'll be right back.
So how long were you in, did you watch it each in your own classroom, or did you all go to one big
No,
room?
no, we
and
have, sorry to interrupt you. We have a big auditorium there, very big auditorium. More than 1,000 people can sit there.
Oh my goodness.
Almost 2,000, yes.
How many students are in the school?
Approximately 2,000, 1,800 plus.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
We only had
very big school, huge campus, 18-acre plus, 18-acre.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to a very small school. There was only 88 people in my class.
Oh, now our school is one of the topmost level school in our district. And very famous.
Next slide, please.
So here's the countdown to history, and this is a video. Sir,
Yeah.
can you click on that?
Just a minute.
It's so fascinating to me. It's just, I'm so proud of your country because your country was able to do this on and much less money than it cost in a lot of other countries. It's just such a great technological achievement. Hopefully the video will play well. Sounds like the sound is a little off.
ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस जारी है और एडवर्टाइजमेंट के ऊपर ये टाइम प्रोग्राम से एक्टिवेट है दहाड़ सितारों को संपन्न उत्पन्न कर रहा है चंद्रमा की सतह पर अपना छाप छोड़ने के लिए चंद्रयान 3 अपने मिशन को पूरा करने निकल चुका है बेफिक्र रख ऊंचा अपना सर मिशन मेरा सच होंगे सारे ख्वाब खाई है जो कसम बुलंदी के परे उड़ा इंडिया India, of ISRO to the
Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the regular slide. That is
Yes.
just amazing. A little taste of the joy that was there when the rocket took off. Now, what part of India was the rocket launched from?
That was south part of India. Okay, can anyone tell the name of that place? Yes. Sajjad Patel. Manav. Are you people there? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, can anybody remember from where it was launched?
Sir, Assam or Arunachal Pradesh.
Not or. Who will tell the place?
The Sriharikota
What, sir?
State.
Yes, that was Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. The place called Sriharikota. Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. That was the actual place in Andhra Pradesh. That is the actually the south part of our country.
Very good. Well, I'm sure it was chosen just for the perfect launching spot. So
Yes.
let's go on to the next slide. Okay. Let's go to Manaf. I mean, sorry, Manlisa, can you call on someone?
Sure, Manaf. Manaf, are you-
Ma'am,
Is Manu not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, electricity went from.
Oh, his
Yeah,
electricity went out.
oh dear. Okay. Siobhan, do you want to read this?
yes, ma'am. South Pole. What discovers
Discoveries.
wait. Discovers wait. Wait. Creates are the large pits in the moon's surface.
Good. I want to go back up to the second word that's outlined in white. It's discoveries. Can everyone say that to themselves? Discoveries.
discovery.
Yes.
Okay, good. What discoveries await? Okay.
And this is craters.
Crater is like a large hole in the ground.
Like this.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, those are the craters. And okay, let's go to the next one.
Sartak, would you like to read the first paragraph in this one?
And that third word in the yellow is crucial.
Yeah.
It means of most importance.
Very decisive, you can say. Crucial.
Sartak, would you read the first paragraph, please?
Sarthak, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am is asking you to read the first paragraph.
Yes, sir. Mission is crucial to moon exploration. The South Pole is an uncharted territory that scientists believe could hold vital results of frozen water and precious elements. This mission will help in accumulating data in science and geology of the moon and gathering information and exploration of the solar system's history and evolution.
Thank you. Okay, Sajjad, would you read the second paragraph, please?
Yes, this achievement was impressive. Congratulations poured in from around the world following the successful landing. The US said that the Chandrayaan 3 success will power the future. The Kremlin issued a statement saying this is a big step forward in space exploration and, of course, a testament to the impressive progress made by India in the field of science and technology.
It's a great achievement.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go to the next one. Okay, so any observations? I just put this in as as photos. So John, you can jump right in and, say what you see, maybe. What do you think you see there?
I see the first one is a moon landing device, and the second one is the shuttle lifting off, and the third one is when it's going through the atmosphere and going into space, with a lot of people happy about its successful launch.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Does anybody else want to mention something different that they see?
Here I can
Yeah.
see the people showing the flag. It is a moment of very, very great, we can say, proud moment for the Indians because it has made a history. India became the first country in the world to land on the South Pole. So all the people have so much excitement. So they are just furling the national flag here, and some are capturing this moment through these cameras and the mobiles. Yes, anyone want to say anything?
Sir,
Yes.
So,
sir, there one lady standing with umbrella, sir.
Yeah, here.
That shows me when I'm looking at it that it must have been fairly warm that day.
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah.
that umbrella is for the heat.
Yes.
Where we live, umbrellas are only for the rain.
And where we live, sometimes it's so windy, our umbrellas turn upside down, so they aren't much good in the rain. So that is true for where we live. Okay, let's go to the next.
Raj, would you read the title in the first paragraph, please?
Viraj, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, please read the first one.
How did scientists find water on the moon? As early as the 1960s, before the first Apollo, UH found low
No, that is the accent. That is the
landing
pronunciation.
by the USA scientist has speculated or
Speculated.
speculated or predicted that water could exist on the moon. Lunar rock and soil return were analysis in the late 1960s and early 1970s appeared to be dry.
Thank you, Paraj. I liked how you really took time to sound out words that you hadn't seen before, like the word analysis in the middle of the third line. Lunar rocks and soil returned for analysis. That means they were going to study them, or they had studied them. Okay, thank you. Next, who haven't we heard from? Shivansh, is it your turn?
What, ma'am?
Would you go read the middle paragraph, please?
From here.
Yes, ma'am. In 2008, Brown University researchers received those lunar samples when new technology and found hydrogens inside the bed and volcanic gas in 2009 and
Instrument.
supplied by the USA, NASA, NAS,
Space.
SA.
So can I jump in here? Sometimes when you will read along in a language that's not your native language, people will put something in parentheses after the word to help you pronounce it. So it's NASA. And you don't have to read it. You don't have to. How would you say that, sir? Explain that.
Yeah, this is actually, you see inside the parenthesis, what you see here, this is the accent, how to pronounce this word. Understood? So once you are reading this word, NASA, there is no need to read this again. This is just to help you to understand how to pronounce this word. Got it?
And you'll see that throughout reading.
Yes.
NASA Space Research Administration was about the Chandrayaan-1 probe and deleted water on the moon's surface.
Detected water on the moon. Yes.
Okay. I'm getting confused about whose turn it is next, and there's not even too many people today. How about Sajjad?
Sajjad Patel.
In the same year, another NASA exploration reached the South Pole and found water ice below the moon's surface in its shadowed craters.
Do you have anything to add to that, anybody? If not, let's go on.
Manav, would you read this one, please? Manav?
Manav, are you there? Manav?
How about John?
Yes, sir.
Oh, can you
Okay.
read this one, please? Manav?
What, ma'am?
Read this line.
That now in this slide it is there.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
please.
yellow color.
From
Yeah.
the water on the moon could be more. So what is that one?
Accessible.
Accessible than we through.
Then we thought.
I want to say the word and I want you to say it after me, okay? Accessible.
Accessible, yeah.
Can you repeat that? Everybody practice that word. Let's do it together. Accessible.
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 That sounds good. That means we can access it. We can get to it.
One of the other things I've noticed is the word thought. Oftentimes when we look at that THO, as readers, we're not always careful to say, sometimes I hear through and sometimes I hear thought. THO is, be careful when you look at that because it can mean, if you don't get all the letters in, it can mean different things. So in this case, more accessible than what we had thought about before. Okay, let's go to the next.
John, would you read the title and the first paragraph, please?
Okay. Why is water on the moon important? Scientists are
Interested
in pockets of
ancient
water ice below because they can
provide
a
record
of lunar volcanoes,
material
that comets and
asteroids
delivered to Earth, and the original and the origin of the ocean.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Paraj, would you read the next paragraph, please?
Yes, ma'am. I could also be broken down to produce hydrogen for fuel and oxygen to breathe, supporting missions to Mars or even for lunar mining of precious minerals.
What do you suppose the precious minerals might be that they would be looking for? Anybody have a good guess?
I have watched yesterday a news. I don't know how much I can believe that. I have watched that in one of the news that Chandrayaan has detected some gold everywhere on the moon. Some mountains of gold somewhere. And water resources and so many mines. He's searching there. I don't know.
So my question is, did India claim, I'm not sure if one of the slides talk about this, but can a country like India claim that part of the moon, or is it international, like everybody owns the moon?
That is a very big point of discussion, actually.
When I see this talking about precious minerals, I wonder if it's the kind of minerals that are used to create computers.
Maybe.
You know, there's
maybe
certain places in the world
Yes,
Oh.
because the way the channel was showing, I don't remember the name of that channel. He was showing as if the mountain of gold and everything, and he said even some signs of like some people are still living there. How come it is possible? I thought, okay, this news can't be true.
Okay, Sartak, would you read the middle paragraph that starts with if water?
Yes, ma'am. If water exists in sufficient quantities, it could be a source of drinking water for moon exploration and could help in cool equipment.
Good, thank you.
Okay, let's go to the next slide.
All right. Sajjad, would you read this one, please?
Yes. Is the Chandrayaan 3 a waste of money? The Chandrayaan 3 cost 615 crore. So, how about some comparisons? Transportation. A private jet costs 2000 crore. Entertainment. The movie Adi Purush cost 700 crores. Real estate. The home of India's richest man, Antilla, cost 15,000 crores. Sports. Virat Kohli, India's highest paid batsman, made 185 crore in 2 months. Art. Da Vinci's Salvatore Mundi cost 3,600 crores.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Monok, would you read the last paragraph here, please?
Yes. Not everyone can be
Everything.
related. What, sir?
Not everything.
Not everything can be related in the terms of the cost involved. The Chandrayaan 3 mission will give India's space exploration place of sold boats, and it is cost. Sir, what is that word after
Effective.
cost?
Cost effective.
Cost effective or economical to so we
Economical.
share economical to say we so we check the hashtag
Historic,
successful mission.
historic successful mission.
So I want to jump in and talk about another way that writers give readers a hint. And if you look at the very last line where in cost effective is in bold print, next to that is a comma and the word or. A lot of times writers, if they know a word is a little bit harder to understand, they will give the definition of the word right next to it. So cost effective or economical too. Both mean it didn't cost too much money. I mean, comparative, as we saw, to some of these other things that cost a lot of money, like even a jet.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
And even the bungalow of the richest man of Asia. This belongs to Ambani. Have you heard this name? Mukesh Ambani. His house it is in the real estate. Antilla. That is in Mumbai.
Sounds like an amazing house.
15,000 crores.
It just blows your mind. It's so big.
You
Okay,
can,
let's go to
you can watch in the YouTube also.
I think we should look it up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so here we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit, and we're going to talk about predictions for the next few slides, and then it's going to give you a chance to guess some English words. So who would like to read that? Sajjad?
Predictions are often written in the form of if and then. Statements as in if my prediction is true and I were to do this chess, then this is what I expect to observe. If a scientist makes a prediction, it is called a hypothesis.
Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. So here are some words in the word bank, and be thinking of how you would fill in the blank. I'll go ahead and read through the words in the word bank, starting on the top line, going from left to right. Bound, certain, doubt, good chance, likely, no chance, strong likelihood, unlikely, will. So I'm going to ask you to sort that out in your mind. And when you find a word that would fit in the top red sentence where it says 100% sure, and if you are ready to fill in that blank, go ahead and raise your hand.
Ma'am, I know the answer of first.
Okay, Manav, you go ahead.
Ma'am, I know only the answer of first. It is will.
So if you read the whole sentence and put in a word out of the word box, are you ready to do that? Or should we have Sajad, why don't you do the first one and then we'll have some other people pop in for the second and the third.
Ma'am, excuse me, we have less than 1 minute, and for those who join new today, they have to rejoin. This is just a reminder for the new
Okay.
people today. You have to
Okay, I will
rejoin the
help
meeting.
John rejoin.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Sajad, I think you have time.
All our computer equipment will be replaced in the future. There's a good chance that he will run for the president next year.
Okay, and I don't think so. Do we have time for that last one?
Yeah, you can go on. By the time it will end, you
Okay.
can.
They had begun to blank that it could be done. What would be
They
that
had
word?
begun to doubt. It will be doubt.
Okay.